Welcome to the part 2 on handling objections in network marketing. Now in this episode we will check out the two most common obstacles, objections, and how you can answer them and pass through them most efficiently. My name is William Metsakylä and welcome to this video. My mission with this channel is to help you, fellow network marketer, to break free by helping you to become full-timer in this beautiful industry. And hey, if you do have some comments, if you do have questions during this video, during this training, feel free to use the comment section below. And with this introduction, let's just go and dive into the training. Have you ever been in a situation in your whatever relationship, either intimate relationship or just a relationship with your friends, that something in the relationship bothers you, something that the other person does or doesn't do bothers you, and you just don't dare to say it? You don't want to say the actual reason, but it bothers you so much that the other person can sense that something is bothering you, and they ask you that what is wrong, what's bothering you, and you just answer them something just that you quickly make up shit so you can just pass through the question because you don't feel confident coming out and saying the actual reason what bothers you. Well, of course you have. Everybody has experienced this awkward feeling. And guess what? It is the exact same situation that we are facing continuously in our network marketing business. There are two major objections that people throw at us when we give them our presentations about the business, but in reality, those very rarely are the actual objections. Those two objections are just a smoke screen that is there to misguide you so that you wouldn't actually get to the real source that is bothering our prospects. And those two major objections are: number one, I don't have enough money. Number two, I don't have enough time. Have you ever got these two objections thrown at you? Well, if you have been in network marketing more than 10 presentations, of course you have got those objections thrown at you. Now, the key is not whether they will come or not. As long as this business exists, those two objections will be with people. And why is that? Well, it is not because nobody in the planet has money or time, even though that as well many times is the scenario, but in reality that is not the true reason. The reason why we experience those two objections all the time, those are the easiest to come up with in order to deny, in order to put down the offer to join our network marketing organization. And many times what us network marketers do wrong when we get these very objections is that we attack it like it was a rational thing, that they really meant it. Like, I don't have money, and then we try to desperately show them that they have the money. Or that I don't have time, and then we start to draw them that they actually do have time. And what happens here is that it becomes yes-no argument. And in reality, you can never argue with other person whether he or she has the resources or not, because you are not in a position of handling his or her time or money. So we cannot, by any means, we cannot tell the other person he has something that he just told he doesn't. But let me tell you something. In some scenarios, this might be the case, that he doesn't have time or he doesn't have money. That might be very true, because a lot of people are busy. But in reality, everybody finds time and money to things that really resonate with them. So it never is, at the end of the day, a true objection. It is always a smokescreen, or it was just that you were not able to really transfer the feeling and really show the people that what could be there in this business for them. But how we actually now handle these two objections? We don't. The key is that when we get these two objections thrown at us, we don't start to handle these objections. As I already told you, that most of the people start to rationally tell why they do have the time and why they do have the money. But in reality, what we want to do is we want to check through those objections. That is there some deeper reason, and are these just smokescreen, like we talked in the beginning of the video about the relationships. And the way we do this is the most simple way. When you get thrown with an objection, well, you ask the person, hey, how does it sound? Would this be a good business to build together? Should we get started? And the other person tells you, well, yeah, it sounds good, but I really don't have the time. I don't think I have the time. And then what do you want to answer to that question? First of all, we want to understand the person. If you've watched part 1 of handling objections, we talked about understanding other people with their objections, and so we want to first understand them, and what we can do here to show them our understanding is to say to them, hey, I understand you. I understand that you feel that you don't have time, but may I ask quickly, if you did have the time, would there be any other obstacles, any other reasons why we shouldn't start building the business together? Or you can say, I understand you. Just a quick question. If we could handle that time, that it wouldn't be an obstacle, would there then be any other reason why you shouldn't join, why you wouldn't join the business? And now what might happen is that the person throws at us a second objection, which is, well, I really don't think I have the money to join the business. I really don't think I have the resources, time and the money to build the business. Well, now you can again answer back to your prospect that, hey, I understand you. Actually, I had that issue as well. I had to collect my money from here and there and all these places. But let me ask you a question. If money was not an obstacle, if we were able to handle that obstacle with the money and time, would there then be any other reasons why you wouldn't join the actual the business? And now is the moment when we get to the actual reason, if there is one. And whatever follows after these, passing through these 2 objections, usually is the real reason, what is bothering them. And then they might come up and say that, well, I'm not sure will it be worth of my time. And now this is a totally different conversation. Whether if somebody says that they don't have time, it means that they are saying no to you. But if you pass through those objections and you get them to tell you that, well, I'm not sure will it be worth of my time. Now this question is already a totally different question, because now they are open to hear whether it would be worth of their time. And now it's your job to show them would it be how it would be worth of their time. Or they might say to you, well, I'm not actually sure whether it's worth of the investment. And usually, obviously, in network marketing nowadays, we don't need to even invest any money, but that might be obstacle coming at you. Or then they might say that, well, yeah, the thing is that I'm studying this and that and the other thing, and I'm not sure what this will do to my credibility. Well, then we talk about it. Might be that they have heard about pyramid schemes and stuff. So, but when you get those most common 2 objections, always try to run past them by understanding them and asking if this was an obstacle that we can figure out together, then would there be any other reasons not to join? This leads you always to the root cause, why they don't want, why are they trying to resist joining the business. So that was it for answering the 2 most common objections that we network marketers tend to get. Hopefully you got value from this training. If you did, feel free to subscribe to the channel so you will be notified for the further videos. And also just a short reminder that if you are obviously you are in network marketing, but if you are at the moment struggling to grow your organization, if you're struggling with your recruiting process, then I have a coaching program called the Recruiting Masterclass. Now this is a program that is designed, over these years that I've been in network marketing, since 6 years by the time we are filming this video, I've sponsored hundreds of people around the globe with presentations that literally last less than 60 seconds. And in this Recruiting Masterclass coaching program, I'm gonna teach you everything from A to Z when it comes to the recruiting process. And there will be word by word scriptings for this 60-second presentation formulas. And I will leave a link to the description where you can go check it out. the recruiting masterclass itself, but I will also have a free training for you where I will show you the framework of how to build these super effective presentations, and then you can decide for yourself whether the actual masterclass would be a good fit for you or not. But hey, thank you so much again for watching the video. My mission is to help you break free, fellow network marketer, by helping you to become full-timer in this beautiful industry, and I intend to keep that mission, I intend to keep that promise, so talk to you soon.